So 3 games in a row here in the Bill McDonald Rink 2, Grand Rapids. Playing Woodbury this morning. It's Sunday. It's a rough start, but we're keeping a positive attitude because that's what we're asking the kids to do. I'll tell you more about it in a minute. I'm getting set up. Check out this. I've moved one of those over here. There's no way around. There is no clear view. No elevated view. The bench was a awesome experience to watch the game from the other day. We were over near the bench, yet one of these guys, one of these predators is gonna snipe me up here because I'm right on the, there's a net, but you watch, it'll happen. Morning, it's Sunday morning. Got a nice District 8 that's not a District 8 game matchup here. Predators and the Firehawks. We're getting warmed up. Early start this morning. Sunrise special. Get your coffee ready. Let me collect myself. I'll get a microphone. And that's usually your cue to turn it down.
Okay, and you're streaming only for, are you streaming for all the tournament or for Minnesota hockey or?
I'm with Hot Dish Hockey.
With Hot Dish Hockey.
DJ Rob, 18, they call me Big Mom. Avenue, number 65, shout out to my grandma. Robertson, number 72, shout out to my goldfish.
My name is Ryder Bouchard, number 12, and shout out to my grandma and grandpa in Arizona.
Hi, I'm James Marshall, number 58, shout out to my mom, dad, brother, and sister.
Number 6, my name's Sam, and shout out to my mom and dad.
My name is Isaac Pavoni, and I'd like to shout out my dog.
What number are you?
11.
Yes!
Sam McNullis, number 8, shout out to my mom, dad, brother, and my dog Sydney.
Number 56, Wyatt Smith, shout out to my mom.
Luke Jacobson, number 4, shout out to my parents.
My name is Jackson Meyer, I'm number 5, and I'd like to give a shout out to my grandma and grandpa. Knudsen, 27, shout out to my grandma and grandpa.
Coach Meyer, they call me Cliff. Shout out to Sonia.
Jackson Moose Wyman, coach. Shout out to my nephews.
Yeah, my name's Brandon.
Mike. Thanks, Coach.
Hi, I'm Stacy, and I drive the Zamboni.
You gotta get a few other guys. All right, we're in the Bill McDonald rink of the Itasca Recreational Association Community Center here in Grand Rapids. Getting to know this rink pretty well. It's our third one in a row here. Thank God for Friday night's game, Thursday night, whatever. The first game we got to play in the real one. Otherwise, we've been in folding chairs and propped up on makeshift tables trying to find the cleanest spot in the glass, but it's been a beautifully iconic trip other than that. Oh my goodness gracious, Woodbury goes down hard before the opening whistle. "17 minutes on the score clock on these. We played this team, the Woodbury Predators here, the Firehawks, squared off against them, a week and a half ago or so. Came up with a win earlier in the season. They played to a tie. This will be the third time they've met up, and we've got another one scheduled for Wednesday, February 9th, with a lot of D8 implications on the line. Firehawks in the driver's seat. Peewee. We're underway. Gilbertson takes the draw. He's out there with Meyer and Jacobson, so we're not going to see the My Three Sons line to start things off. Gilbertson, Jacobson, Knutson's on the bench. Speaking of Dino, look for enormous things from him. He had 4 goals last game, 4 of our 5 goals in a 6-5 overtime loss, but Knutson certainly did his part and then some. Multiple goal games, and most importantly, I gave him the ride over this morning, he and Sammy. Went with the AC/DC Back in Black as they entered the car. Got those boys all jacked up. Early start. Don't need to tell you that. Here's Knutson now, 27. Shot, rebound there, Bushy. Smith. So that started off good enough. We got here a solid hour before game time. Still dark, 7 a.m. These days, the sun just starting to come up though. How about that? Shout out to the sun. We're gaining minutes every day here on both ends. Jackson Meyer. Sammy goes back to Skogie with the big clapper. Nice save. And now 8. Sammy, backhand. 88 in the net for the Predators with the glove save. Good thing, because Manny Mac was there just chomping at the bit, waiting for a rebound there. We've got Jacobson, Knutson, and Gilbertson out there now, my three sons. Pavolny and Skogie on D, and here's Skogie moving the puck up to Knutson. Now Dino, one-on-one with Gilbertson crashing. Shot. Beautiful back check there from Skogie, and then Knutson picks up the loose change. Firehawks bringing it back our way. They're in the yellow, by the way, if you haven't figured it out. Gilbertson off the board drop pass, no look to Knutson. Otzi. Get our first look at Otzi with a nice glove save there. His glove is so deep. Jack Knutson will tell you how deep it is when he gets here. That's one of the reasons why I brought Dino over. Let Mom and Jack, you know, take it a little easy. It's been a lot of work up here. So started out good enough. Everybody on time, Dino and Sammy and I, probably the first ones. I think we were the second ones in the arena this morning in general. Nice little pep talk, couple of laughs on the way, perfect. Now, time to go get the coffee for the coaches, myself. Caribou coffee, and a staple of my diet for a long time. Consistent, steady. Yesterday, go there. How about a medium roast? No, we don't have a medium roast. What do you got? Dark, light roast. Actually don't have any drip coffee. The Americano, fine. 3 Americanos. 6 o'clock last night, they closed at 9. Thought it was a little weird. No coffee, Caribou. If you don't make coffee, are you still a Caribou? This morning, everybody deserves a second chance. Knutson brings it in with McNeil. 27, Dino, shot. Wagner, nice save for the Predator. And now here's Shear, 26 for Woodbury. He's a guy you got to keep an eye on. Good physical back check. I am glad the baristas, the coffee joints. Here's Meyer. Over to Gilbertson with time. Winds up, still loose. Meyer, rebound. Woodbury takes it the other way. So I'm a fan of the hours now. Like, they're open till 9. A lot of these Caribous, like coffee, open at close at 6 at night. Open 9 a.m. Doesn't even make any sense. I do believe, to their credit, the hours on this one up here, 5:30 a.m., which is when a lot of people need their coffee. They're open till, and then 9 p.m. So maybe that's why they ran out of coffee. But this morning, same deal. That don't have drip coffee, do Americanos. Fine, 3 Americanos and a scone. Got a scone? Yep, okay. Up to the window. Knudsen. Oh! Big Monk with a big loud clapper. Well, hopefully it's an indication of if the Firehawks are ready this morning. We've seen some really great defense, some nice back checking. They're pinching everything to the outside. And Otzi's only seen maybe one clean shot the whole game. Pavolny now moves it up to Monk. So get up to the window for my 3 Americanos, one with heavy cream. She says, "You're not gonna believe this. Are you out of Americanos?" Well, kinda. What we can do is heat up a cold press, heat it up. Just give me some caffeine. 3 large cups of caffeine, 1 with cream. Do what you gotta do. I'm polite and agreeable the whole time. I'm thinking to myself, first world problems. Predators setting up. Nice long pass to 32 from 26, or 22 rather. And now they're working in the board. Puck comes down for icing. So I'm trying to remember the attitude that I'd like to see my boys have. Nice and agreeable Sunday morning, 7 a.m. Oh, by the way, the manager I see in the background, kind of the younger employees are running to her for direction. She's 9 months pregnant, probably 10. So keeping things in full perspective this morning. And I got 3 freebies, 3 free medium hot drinks. I got 3 heated up cold presses, 1 with heavy cream, and I pull away and life is as it should be. Until I realized they didn't give me the scone. 2nd time in a row. What's the scone got to do with your drip coffee? So, no problem. I pull into the side, I park. It's warming up. It's, close to 0 now. And they got that. I go in the front door and they got it locked. They're locking up. They're like, 8 a.m. on a Sunday at a coffee joint. We're going to close her up. So I walk back around to the drive-in window. Of course, somebody's being explained that they don't have coffee. And wait politely, standing there in my slippers, drive-through line. And it just say, could I please have my scone for Cliff? So I find the locker, I walk in, I find out we're in rink 2 again against Woodbury after, Chaskatchan and St. Paul. Shot goal Woodbury strikes first. It's going to be number 12 from the Predators. Going through the high 5 line first, Hughes. We've got Dino Knudsen with the puck, bringing it in for the Firehawks. He's on a line with McNeil and McNellis. We've got Mini Mac, Ocho, and Dino. Eyes and Skogie. Oh my, 26 with a power move. Went wide right. Took me that long to figure out if he found the back of the net or not. Still 1-0. Oh my. Nice. Knudsen picked that one off. Had McNeil for a moment, but here's Mini Mac. So it's an Olympic sheet ice. There you go. Looking for the positives. The folding chairs are padded, so they're not just, it's not warm in here though, which isn't anything new in an ice rink, right? Or the crickets. But I gotta tell you, I was drooling a little bit after, you know, the first night when we first got here, or in the afternoon. Friday afternoon it was, there we go. Friday afternoon, we got to play in the other rink, and I was salivating. At the, you know, the experience. Knudsen's out there with Big Monk, Bushy, the missing link, and Smith. And I'm like, yeah, that's pretty cool, isn't it? Okay, you guys will be playing in here for the rest of the tournament. Playing Roseau AA was pretty cool. That was a great experience. Going into overtime with them. Back and forth game. Very good team. Playing really good hockey, as you would expect from them. But hey, the time together at the hotel as a team, the time together as families away, you know, with our tribe. The time off the ice is what I'm getting at. Is obviously invaluable. That's why we do it. Hopefully. But the setup in here, I mean, even in the 80s and 90s, we had VHS recorders and people started building like platforms to film, so I'm not stacking lunch tables on top of each other. I think Live Barn is behind a lot of this stuff. See, there's unobstructed cameras over there. Boy. I think there's a conspiracy against local ice rinks and the quality of the visibility through the glass with Live Barn. They have no interest. in having it clear. Okay, I'm going out on a limb here. It's early. And I'm missing my play-by-play guy, honestly. Jack had a late night again. They kicked him out of the bar at 2 a.m. Talking about the Arizona Cardinals. And how much he loves his big brother. So Meyer takes it in for the Firehawks, puts some good pressure on. It brings it into the zone down here. We haven't seen any action in a while. Meyer gets a shot on goal, but nice save. 2:09 left in the first period. It's 1-0 Predators. Hey, this guy's tune sure has changed a lot from being a humble tourist on sacred ground to calling it Rink 2. It's a new day. Minute 20 left, first period. I don't even think this is heavy cream. I think this is half and half. I think it's half cream. Microwaved. Cold press. Oh yeah, and I got here and both coaches already had coffees. You know what though? Cliff didn't have a scone yet. Meyer, 23. Nice move. Gilbertson and Robb. Firehawks lose the zone. We gotta wait. That's Marshall. He's a straight A student. Such a straight A student. He was honest with me and told me about the A- he had. Which, by the way, has been rectified. It's back up to just a regular A now. But he knows what offside is. He knew before I did. It's 1-0 Woodbury after the end of one. I don't think we're going to resurface by the looks of things. I'm not going to lie, that's quite all right. Last night was a fun one. Overtime game against Roseau in Grand Rapids. The high school played earlier in the day against White Bear Lake. I ran into these fans in the lobby I don't know if all of them are asking Blainer out. If it's just, it really doesn't matter. Blainer, keep up. You're doing some things right in life. Jack missed out on pool time Friday night because we got back from Zorba's so late, but he was in there yesterday, 7:30 a.m. Probably before that. Zorba's being Zorba's. All right, second period. Firehawks are in the yellow. That's a good look at Otzi, who has just progressively gotten busier as the 17-minute first period played out. It just started tilting more and more that way down there. I want the best possible viewership experience, but I also want the Firehawks to put a few in the net here, so hopefully they're all the way down there a lot. This period, and then third period, hopefully catching a lot of scoring action down here. But for now, there's Otzi. He's one of your best Peewee goalies, if not the best, in the entire state of hockey. And he's playing up. So there's that. Got another year, I think 2 if he wants at this Peewee level. His dad, Paul Otten. I haven't mentioned too much. I think Paul could be watching though. Shout out to Better Call Paul. And the tremendous job of parenting he and his lovely wife have done with this one. And a couple others, I think. 26 for Woodbury. You can't get a better dish than that. Or a better block from Link, who stepped up. But the Predators, tenacious. I don't know if it was 26 or from 26, but he did it all on that play. And it is now 2-0 for Woodbury. Could-berry, should, woulda, coulda, shoulda been. What Woodbury do? Barry Manilow would ask Drew Otten, how deep is your glove? Knutson now. Boys got to get something together here. I mean, the only thing on the line here is well, I don't want to say only like it's nothing, but this is just for pride. Freaking 5th or 6th, does it matter? No. You will be playing this team again, though, at the very end of the season to win the district. So I don't think the win, the W or the L, I don't think mean too much, but you want to send a message that it's not going to be fun. That's for sure. Win or lose, you got to let these guys know that they should not look forward to meeting up in February. If you're shaking your head at home, I don't blame you. I know. I get it. But making up for the complete lack of hockey knowledge is an ineptitude technologically, streaming and broadcasting. So if you don't like what you're hearing, what you're seeing will probably cut out soon too. But here we are. Firehawks down a couple goals in the second period to Woodbury here in the last game of the Grand Rapids tournament. Last game, you've heard of the consolation championship game. Big to-do about, a third place game. This is the consolation. And it's not much of a consolation. I've never thought that word out. Is it console? Are you trying to console somebody by giving them a game to play, even though golly, Knutsen's working hard as per usual, and McNeil picks up the loose change. I don't know if it came from Knutsen. I just don't know if it came off of the goalie or with a little feed there. Doesn't matter. We'll take it. Firehawks on the board. Oh! He hit his helmet! With his elbow! Which, if you're at home, I know in and of itself is not a penalty. I get it. It looked like a high stick. It looked like maybe a little interference, but come on. It's a contact. I get it. Not that guy right now. And I guarantee somebody's going to take a shot at me, because look, there's the glass. Here's the church. Here's the steeple. Open it up, and here's all the people. I mean, I got 6 inches of my head, my face sticking above the glass, and even though there's a net there, it's got to be tempting. I know a lot of my own, here we go. Knutsen. Over to Bushy. Bushy shot. Save. Still loose, though, behind the net now. Knutsen's still working. Bushy's still in front. McNellis now gets in on it. Woo! Kind of a tricky angle over here. Okay, Skogie and eyes on D. Skogie moves it up. Here comes Knutson. He's going to chase it down against 55 from Woodbury. (19) with a nice shot off his skate. Reminded me of a little hacky sack move there from like 96. (1996). 65 Mini Mac. We got Smith out there. We got Big Monk, Action Jackson, the missing link. And Otzi definitely earning his keep this period. Oh my. Big Monk. Tried to finesse a little slow roller. Big Monk has touch because he's got that slow roller, the finesse. I've seen it. The slider. He's 26. But he's also got the flicker. And if you see his je ne sais quoi, the player of the week or so, he's got the clappers from the Hashies. We saw him block three shots in 2 shifts. Took one. The very first one, he did kind of a little like, it stung, a little potty dance almost. Carnage out there now. Here comes Woodbury the other way. Smith closes it. Good D from 56 to not let that turn into anything more. Firehawks clear the zone. And they're going to get 19 for Woodbury. That says Waltz on the, that'd be just my luck. Freaking Wes is checking out Hot Dish Hot. Don't do it, Wes, unless you're gonna help me. Maybe you want to help me on February 9th, Wes. How about that one? I'll, you know, I am you. So Firehawks on the power play. I'm sure you'd be really excited to do that, huh, Wes? You're not busy. The Wild aren't up to anything. Volney from the blue line and Knutson with the rebound. Comes down here for icing. Both teams gonna swap everyone out. Big Monk, Mini Mac, Bushy, Skogie, Smith out for the Firehawks. Still a minute 12 left on the penalty against Woodbury. Here comes the 8 for the Firehawks. Got around the defender and broke inside. 88 for the Predators with a nice save that obviously, you know, I'm all shook up. Wes is probably at home saying, "That's okay, guy. I can afford the live barn." Woodbury kills the penalty, but here comes Gilbertson with a shot. Goal! Fire! Waito Potato ties that one up. It's 2-2. 5:50 left in the second period. There's 26, Shire for Woodbury. He passes over to 22, who gets a shot. Otzi with a big save. 5.5 minutes left, second period. That was Waltz, 19 in the corner there. And the Predators putting pressure on now. Beautiful pass. Golly, what a feed from 10 to 26. Just couldn't connect on it. But that's everything you want. Here he comes the other way. Who's this kid? Where'd he come from? Toll. Don't, you know, your dad is probably a Hall of Fame NHLer. I'm calling you Toll. Don't take it personally. The Edina head coach, Giles there. Yeah, we know who the Edina head coach is. Well, I didn't. I'm calling his kid Giles. No shame. Actually, a lot of shame. Oh, it's still loose. Jackson Meyer gets down there. The net's off. .406, 2-2. Starting to warm up a little bit finally. Nice to see the intensity, the level increase a little bit here, because it's, you know, it's like a Sunday school kind of vibe at first when you're here at 7 Sunday morning for a long weekend. .333 left, second period, 2-2. Second period is brought to you by Paul's Market, my new favorite horticultural experience in Dakota County. Yes, there's an old one. Yes, there's a story. But at any rate, this is your destination location for geraniums if you're into that kind of thing, like I am. Or petunias. But there's something for every season. Why is this guy talking about horticulture? It's January in Minnesota. Well, I got my Christmas tree there. There's something for every season. I'm curious. I need to go check it out. I don't know what they do in January, honestly. And maybe it's nothing because the season, right? Well, we had something for the season. It was the Christmas trees. Whew. Much like the Itasca Recreational Association's Community Center is a destination location for youth hockey and other sports, Paul's Market is your destination location. I go there, they should charge admission. I go there sometimes just to take pictures and hang out. Himmel right. Some would call it loitering. Himmelwright explained it to him though, and they all went home. Marshall Link behind the net over to Gilbertson. Waito Potato, looking for just Luke. '56 and 26 collide hard. I didn't see it through my 1x1 monitor here, but I heard it. '97 with an athletic play, reaches up, grabs the puck, drops it. Gonzaga. Oh, what a feed from the missing link over to just Luke. They couldn't connect on it. And then Knutson picks it off, sends it in for 72. Waito, good physical play. 27 and 72. They're going to say we didn't quite hold the zone. It looked like Skokie did, but look at my view. Why would I even say that? Let's just go ahead and assume the officials were correct. 20 seconds left in the second period in a 2-2 game. We're going to hope they don't resurface because, honest to God, getting home with some of the Sunday left sounds pretty appealing. I would hang. I would if we were over in the other ring. That's going to be it for the second period. And teams are heading to the locker rooms, which means they are going to resurface. So unless you want to watch the Zamboni, I would go top off your coffee. And yeah, must be nice, right? Do that. Do what you got to do, what you do in the morning. and I'm going to start a new stream just because there's a lot to upload with these 17-minute periods and the time in between. I want your experience to be the best possible one this morning. If you're joining us from our bilingual partner, El Plato Caliente, well then, bienvenidos. Also, Westwood Sports. You can use a skate Dropbox to get your steals dialed in. And if you're an old dog like me and it's intimidating, they put a big red placard there with instructions. I usually don't read instructions, so the first time through I just jammed one of the skates in there in that little black box, but you're supposed to actually put it in right in there. Looks like a brick wall, but you open it up, and if you're lucky, you might see a guy like Shane just with his nose to the grindstone. You can see rascals in the background there through the fluffy snow. And if you spend too much time there and maybe you miss the hours of operation. For Westwood, it's 3 a.m. or whatever, you can convince the Uber guy to go drop the steels off, get them out of your trunk. The day's not a total waste, even though you are. There you go, Mike, that's it. Use the skate Dropbox at Westwood Sports because the day's not a total waste, even though you are. If your kids are so slow they need a sign, maybe you shouldn't live so close to the road. If you want to get really weird, go ahead and subscribe. I don't know why. It's what all the tubers say to do. He just sprayed a little extra water in front of us. I've never seen that before. It's like a camel spitting on you. Join the flock. Be my friend. Like him. Here's Big Country. He's watching from home. Shout out. Shout out to Joe Dirt, my squirt, my beautiful bride, Melissa. I love you, honey. I miss you. The last 2 nights without you have been agony. Oh, shout out to Coach Moose. He's not with us today because this weekend he's playing in the pond hockey championships at Nokomis. Go get him, Coach, that championship game. As I mentioned, shout out maybe to the spouses, the other half of the families that didn't make the trip because of obligations around the home front, or if you're a grandparent tuning in, or if you're watching and you're not a grandparent or family member or family friend, we're all family here because you can't pick your family. Pick your friends, you can't pick your family, and you can't pick your nose. But if you're a grandparent, shout out. And there was another one you can't do in there. We'll save for another time other than a Sunday morning. This trip here has been iconic. Obviously, we had the entire hotel experience for the last couple of nights. But also really got to see kind of a museum. And I try to not sound like too much of a stammering idiot here, even though that's natural. Because, as I mentioned, I feel a little bit like kind of a tourist, like on sacred ground here. I was not as reserved at Zorba's. There's me on the mechanical bull. Well, there was a mechanism to it. And 8 seconds. And and then the pool after, and we already did the ladies doing the karaoke, and then yesterday, shout out to Minnie Mac and his family inviting us out to their lake place, spend some time between games, watched a little hockey on the big screen, see the kids playing with the dogs. That's actually the window behind the TV looking down onto the lake. Doesn't get much better than that, does it? No. Unless you're this guy. Blainer. Don't screw it up, kid. Whoa. These tables I'm standing on are moving, and I don't care. This is how I want to go out. If this is the end, this is how I want it. Oh. It's just Jack. I can't get him in the screen. He's shaking. He's coming up here. Oh no. Here, let me take this out of the tripod. Get a look at Jack, and then I'm going to shut her down and we're going to start up a new stream. Hey, buddy. How you doing? Did you get a little extra sleep? Hey, I don't know. Is your mom okay with you standing up here? It's a decent drop. I moved one of those over.
She's afraid of nighttime.
She's afraid. I am. All right. We're going to bring you the third period here live in a few minutes. But I'm going to sign off. We're going to fire up a new stream, and I've actually got a little help. He's going to keep it between the lines for me. We're tied up going into the third period. And the Firehawks are going to be scoring right down here. So it's, despite the tough start to the day, things are starting to look up, aren't they, Jack?